Welcome to the COMC Community Spotlight Show. Of course, it's brought to you by the great folks at Central Ozarks Medical Center, where your health is their mission. And it just so happens that we have somebody from COMC here with us today. It is Brittany Martin, and you are a pharmacist, right?
Yes, yep.
And so COMC is starting up a brand new pharmacy, and you're heading it up. So
yes.
How exciting is that?
It's
That's
so
pretty cool,
exciting.
right?
Yes. Everyone's looking forward to it. Everyone's excited.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you're so young, it doesn't look like you could be old enough to run a pharmacy.
I get that all the time. Yep.
Unfortunately, I never get that, but you know. So let's just talk about the job of being a pharmacist.
Mm-hmm.
It is not easy to do. How many years of study do you have to become a pharmacist?
So I went 6 years. I did 2 years of undergrad at Mizzou, and then I did 4 years of pharmacy school.
Wow.
Yep. So
Okay,
6 altogether.
What do they teach you in 6 years? I mean, is it just like, do you have to learn about all of the different kinds of drugs and prescriptions and all of that?
It's jam-packed. It's a jam-packed 6 years. Not only are you learning about the medications, but you're also learning about the disease states. So you're learning what goes into it, what causes it. I mean, it's more, I don't want to say we're doctors by any sort, but we're getting a little bit of that schooling, and then we're learning about the medications as well that goes along with it.
Okay, so like when I get a prescription or something and the pharmacist is there and they say, you need any more information? I mean, you guys really know what you're talking about, right?
Yes. So,
wow. Or hopefully you do.
Yes, we have the schooling to back it, yes.
Wow, okay. So, and this is a job that, I mean, hopefully everybody takes their job seriously and stuff, but your job is a job that is life and death. I mean, if you give people the wrong medications, they could die.
Yes.
Right? Does that keep you up at nights, or how do you deal with that?
It doesn't keep me up at night. We have lots of checks. I mean, you have technicians that are pulling the medications, and now technology is so advanced that your computer system, you're scanning the barcodes, and there's a couple checks. But
that's
again,
good.
Pharmacist is that final one, so you want to make sure you're paying attention. And
because anybody could have a bad day, right?
Of course,
make a mistake. I always remember It's a Wonderful Life, where Mr. Gower, I don't know if you've ever seen that movie, but there was a pharmacist that almost gave out the wrong medication, and the main guy of the movie saved him from doing that and changed his life. What was the inspiration for being a pharmacist? Is this something you've always wanted to do, or did a light come on at some point?
More of a light came on at some point. I always liked the math, science in school. None of my family's medical, so I don't know really how I thought I wanted to be in the medical field. But I did a couple medical camps down here at Lake Regional and in Rolla, and I got to shadow a couple different jobs, physical therapy, nurse practitioner, and then they took me to the pharmacy, and that's where I learned the love of pharmacy. And I worked at a local pharmacy in high school, and I just always loved it.
And you really do like it.
I like pharmacy. I do enjoy it, yes.
That's so cool. Well, that makes the job a lot easier, right? If you like what you're doing.
Yep.
So you had a whirlwind 2024, from what I understand, right?
Yes.
Okay,
it's been a busy year.
You graduate, you get married, you do your boards, you get licensed, and you get a job, all kind of in the same little time.
Yep, why not, right?
What was that like?
It was busy, but it kept us on our toes.
I bet.
We got married in May, and then I graduated in May. 2 weeks later, we got married. Studied all summer to take boards, took boards, passed. We went on our honeymoon, came back, started the job, and then we just bought a house too. That added on to the craziness. So.
Your husband must be a saint, right?
I think we both might be. So we're hoping 2025 is a little calmer for us. But
yeah, that is so cool. What a great year, though.
Yeah.
All of that happening. Yeah. So when you were in school, you participated in something called the Clinic Rural Immersion.
Yes.
What is that?
So I was able to participate in that 2 years in a row, actually. I went to Sedalia one summer and then West Plains one summer. And I think that's really what set me up to be an asset to COMC. We were able to look at these smaller communities and see what they needed.
Okay.
We were looking more at what they call social determinants of health, and we're looking at, do these people have transportation? Are these people choosing food over their medications? I mean, are they able to get to their healthcare appointments? How far is their nearest hospital? Really looking at how we can close those gaps in those communities.
Wow.
So I mean, Sedalia, they have a community health clinic, kind of like us, a federal qualified health clinic. And I was able to take what I learned from there, and now I'm able to apply it here at COMC.
Wow. And you did that 2 years in a row.
Yep,
So it
and
was like you were able to build on top of what you'd learned the year before.
And I was there for a few weeks, both of those summers, and we were able to talk to the community members, and we were able to meet with the chambers and the banks, and it was really community-based.
Right.
And we were able to do something like we have the mobile health clinics
Yeah.
at CUMC. We were able to do those at that summer.
Wow.
too,
And she's
so.
a Richland girl.
Richland
right?
girl,
So
yeah.
you're from the area, so Sedalia wasn't too far.
No, and it was really similar to where our clinics are and how far away they are from each other. So
Right. Okay. Isn't this so cool? I mean, I'm learning so much about pharmacy and all that stuff. It is Brittany Martin, the COMC pharmacist, brand new pharmacy coming in Camdenton from COMC, and we'll talk more about that when we come back on the COMC Community Spotlight Show. Central Ozarks Medical Center, voted Missouri's best and best at the lake, is recruiting team members due to growth. Amazing employment opportunities for both medical and non-medical positions with competitive salaries and outstanding perks. For more information, go to the Careers tab at centralozarks.org. COMC for the best medical, dental, and behavioral health care. Join a leader. Join our team. COMC, where your health is our mission. Welcome back to the COMC Community Spotlight Show. We're talking pharmaceuticals, pharmacy. We've got a pharmacist here. It is Brittany Martin, COMC opening a brand new pharmacy in Camdenton, a big new addition to the facility there in Camdenton. I think emergency dental
urgent
stuff
care,
and something for the kiddos, and then a big pharmacy coming.
Yes.
Is that a need to have a pharmacy right there?
Yes.
I bet that is very, makes things a lot easier.
It is. It really is your one-stop shop now.
Yeah, that's cool. So be thinking about that. If you need a good pharmacy in Camdenton, that is coming. So you are a Missouri girl.
Yes.
You're from Richland.
Richland,
right?
yeah.
Born and raised there, and I guess raised cattle. Is that right?
Grew up on a farm. My family's, I would say, farmers.
Yeah.
And then everyone in my family pretty much lives within 20 minutes from each other in Richland.
Is that a good thing, or is there a lot of infighting going on there?
It's a good thing. I moved to Eldon, so I'm kind of the furthest one away now.
Right, yeah. Sometimes it's good to have a little bit of
space.
distance.
Yep.
Absolutely. So cool, though. Did you have to, were you one of those before school you had to get up and go do all the chores and all that? You didn't have to do that?
No, it's more of a hobby for my dad.
Okay.
So
well, that's cool.
just kind of have the background.
That's good. So, well, you got some good beef when you need it, too, I'm guessing, right? A lot of proud American military in your family, I guess.
Yes.
How did that shape who you are?
So my dad was military, my uncle's military. I've got cousins in the military. So actually, I was born in Kansas, but my dad was stationed in Fort Leonard Wood after he got out. So we were able to move home. So,
Yeah.
Yep.
What area of the military were they? Were they all in the same thing, or?
Army.
Army.
Yep.
Okay. Wow.
Yep.
And so how did that affect you growing up and who you are now?
It's just more of a gained respect for the people who sacrificed their lives.
Yeah.
I was able to grow up around there, and then being so close to Fort Leonard Wood, you just gain the respect and being able to go to school with those kids that were still experiencing that. So
It makes a difference, though. I mean, like when you're standing up, putting your hand over your heart.
it has a different meaning to it.
It does. I mean, putting that hand over the heart means something.
It does.
It's not just a tradition or
Yep.
whatever, something like that. So you could have had your pick of jobs all over the country. I mean, because pharmacists are in need. People need pharmacists. So you could have gone anywhere. You could have gone to the big cities or the warm weathers or the beach or whatever, but you decide to stay home. Why stay home? Why COMC?
CUMC, It's not just some random clinic I chose. I mean, it was my clinic when I was a kid. My family still receives their care from COMC. So I think it's more about giving back to the community that had such an impact on me when growing up.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know it, but COMC started in Richland.
Started in Richland, yep.
Right? I mean, it's grown all over now. Eldon, Camdenton, Osage Beach.
And Lori.
Lori, and then I think new places going in Crocker.
Yep.
Stuff like that, but it all started right there in Richland.
Yep.
So it's really kind of throwback to your childhood in a way. How cool is that?
Yep.
That's
it's not
pretty
just
neat.
treating anyone, it's treating your friends, your family, your community. So.
Absolutely. What are some of the unique aspects of the new pharmacy coming to COMC?
So COMC Pharmacy, we will participate in the 340B program. So
What is that?
We are able to get discounted medications since we are a federally qualified health center, and then that allows us to stretch our limited resources from the government, and we're able to give back to the clinic. So when we're able to, offer those vaccine clinics and those community health programs, and we're able to offer that care to our underinsured or people who do not have insurance.
Right.
So.
Which is that's a big thing anywhere now.
Yes.
I mean, the big cities have so much of like a homeless problem and stuff like that, but it's a big deal here in Missouri too.
Yeah.
We see so many $1 million houses, but right next door is a house that's not worth $1 million, right? Yeah.
So by using our pharmacy, you're not only getting prescriptions at a discounted cost, you're also helping us stretch those resources for your friends, your family, your community.
That's greatness. And then having the local tie really keeps the heart in it there. Do you have any tricks to keep all the medicine straight? How do you do that? Because there's like a billion different kinds of medicines. How do you keep them straight in your head?
It's tough.
Yeah. I couldn't do it.
Yep.
So.
And then also our COMC Pharmacy, we're going to offer delivery services, and we're also going to courier to our different clinic locations. So let's say you're a teacher at the Richland schools, you're able to go to the clinic that day and pick up your prescription there. So someone in Richland don't have to drive all the way to Camdenton.
Oh, well, that's kind of cool.
Yep.
So that will help maybe people that have a hard time getting out, so that you can do a delivery kind of a thing.
Yep, we're going to deliver to homes and to the clinics.
Okay.
So whichever benefits you most, whatever you...
That's cool. So how does that work? Do you have to send new prescriptions every day to different places or more than one time a day? Or
So I think what we're planning on now is we're just going to deliver... So we'll have a set. So we're going to deliver prescriptions to Richland on Monday, to each of the clinics. So we're just going to try and break it up. So we're not driving to 5 of our locations every day.
Kind of setting that all up right now because the pharmacy is still coming, not quite open yet. So, but you're already hired. You're on board.
Yeah.
What do you do? I'm guessing you're doing all the pre-planning of how you do all of this stuff.
And then I've been able to meet with the providers, gain that relationship, so they're not calling the pharmacy and it's some stranger. They actually know who I am. I've been able to educate. I've really enjoyed doing that in the clinics, and the providers reach out to me like, hey, can you do a med review? Or, hey, I've got this new diabetic. Can you provide some education?
Yeah.
So it's been really fulfilling so
It's
far.
amazing to me how everybody at COMC seems to know everybody.
Yep.
We had a doctor on recently, and he was like, oh, you've got to meet Brittany. She's so nice. She's so sweet. She's wonderful. Blah, blah, But the CEO of COMC said the same thing. Oh, you've got to meet Brittany. So it's almost like a family thing. You've got
Everyone
going
knows
on.
everyone there.
That's pretty cool.
And they've been so welcoming since day one.
Yeah.
So.
There's something special about COMC. I mean, it has really exploded in growth in the last 5 years.
And we're continuing to expand all the time.
Yeah.
So.
And case in point, the
exciting.
pharmacy.
Yep.
Right, absolutely. Okay, so if folks want to get some more information as the pharmacy gets ready to open and everything, how do they go about doing that?
So we're going to be able to put out some more information here in the next couple weeks to couple months just about opening our hours, because we're going to have hours that are a little bit different than the clinic. We're going to stay open a little bit later in case those patients at their 4:45 appointment, we close at 5. I don't want to close at 5 in case they need something.
Absolutely.
So just be checking our Facebook page.
Yeah.
We'll have updates.
And the website, centralozarks.org. Yep. It's Brittany Martin, new pharmacist, COMC. Thank you. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you. It's
Appreciate
been a pleasure.
it.
Thanks.
You bet. And thank you for joining us for the COMC Community Spotlight Show.